Mathew Knowles thinks his granddaughter Blue Ivy Carter will have a bright future, just like his daughters Beyonce and Solange Knowles. Blue Ivy is a star. She is just a star. I can see, the author, 66, tells Us Weekly exclusively. She reminds me a lot of Beyonce and Solange when they were that age. Blue Ivy's Hollywood life. So, if Beyonce and Jay-Z's 6-year-old daughter were to follow in the footsteps of her superstar parents, Mathew, whose grandchildren call him Papa G, wouldn't have any hesitations. I would support anything and everything, he says. I only have one criteria: is that your passion? Is it the thing that excites you when you go to bed at night and you can't wait until the next day? If it is your passion, then you have a huge chance of being successful. It can't be what I want or what your mother and father want. It needs to be what you want to do. So if that was her passion, absolutely, I would be all for it. Celebrity siblings after all. The talent manager and his former wife, Tina Knowles Lawson, are no strangers to ink stars grow up before their very eyes. Beyonce and Solange worked very hard because at a very early age, they were very clear on what their passion was, he tells us. I think the parenting of Tina and myself combined allowed our kids to really find their passion at an early age. Then, we surrounded them with the tools that they needed, likewise to a number of parents. That's what parenting is all about. At a very young age, they knew that they wanted to be in the industry and to perform. That's what they've done, starting at 4-5 years old. A post, shared by Beyonce, at Beyonce, on March 19, 2018 at 10:21 p.m. PDT. These days, Mathew continues to have high hopes for Beyonce, 36, and Solange, 31, but he doesn't see them slowing down in the next 10 or 20 years. I hope they're on an island that they bought and just chilling, but that's not where they're going to be, he says. Whatever makes them happy. Beyonce and Jay-Z's sexy romances for the legacies that the singers will leave behind. I would think Beyonce will be the greatest female artist of all time, Mathew tells us. And Solange will be one of the greatest entertainers of all time. The businessman's family helped shape his latest book, Racism from the Eyes of a Child, which details his experience growing up in the South during the Civil Rights Movement. There's things in this book that my kids didn't even know, Beyonce and Solange. Because if I didn't know them, obviously they didn't know them, he says of the extensive research he conducted to learn about his background. There's some incidents that they didn't know. Not only my kids, but also my grandkids. Blue Ivy can say she knows who their great-great-great-great-grandfather is. How many people can say that? Celeb scribes in addition to Blue, Beyonce and Jay-Z share twins rooming in Sir, 9 months. Solange and her ex-husband, Daniel Smith, are the parents of son Daniel Jr., 13. The Cranes in The Sky singer is now married to Alan Ferguson, with reporting by Mark Lupo. Sign up now for the US Weekly newsletter to get breaking celebrity news, hot pics and more straight